Station, WTIM.
Welcome to the WTIM Morning Show. I'm Avery Cooper. Glad to have you along. People's Bank and Trust proud to bring you this stream on TaylorvilleDailyNews.com's Facebook and on YouTube at WTIM TV. You'll always do better with Landmark, and I mentioned People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. I am here in studio with some folks that know a lot about the hunger in the area. I have in studio right now, strolling in, I have co-coordinator of the Taylorville Food Pantry, Amy Hagan, putting her bag down and getting ready to go. Glad to have you along, Amy.
Thanks, Avery. Good to be here as always.
We didn't even, it's like nobody would have known. Anyway,
right.
We have also a public relations manager for the Central Illinois Food Bank, Tim Kirsenikas. Glad to have you here, Tim.
Morning, Avery. Good to be back with you.
Yeah, glad to have you here again. And also we have Partner Resources Coordinator, new Partner Resources Coordinator for the Central Illinois Food Bank, Brock Denherter. Great to have you here, Brock.
Thanks so much for having me. Appreciate it.
So let's start off with you, Brock. What's your background like?
Yeah, so originally from Seattle, Washington.
Hey, Washingtonian here.
Yes, sir, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Good to have a fellow Washingtonian here.
Thank you. Yeah, it's great to be here in the Midwest. Moved this way. We've got family over here, so nice to be closer to them and just change the pace in a great way. So,
yeah, well, have you worked any other jobs in this capacity before, or is this kind of your first time in a food bank?
First nonprofit, actually. Yeah.
Really?
So I come from the world of hospitality, worked for the Walt Disney Company and cruise lines, was a flight attendant for a while. So leaving those kind of big, scary monster companies and coming to where I can really make an impact and help people.
Well, right now it's August. I know everyone is shifting their focus to the start of the new school year. Tim, how is the Central Illinois Food Bank shifting their focus towards the start of school?
Well, that's right. We're ready for it. And, all summer long, we've been working on addressing really that lingering issue of summer hunger. We've been working very closely with our partners at Feeding America to address the nearly 22 million kids across the country and the many here in Central Illinois who wouldn't know where the next meal was coming from during the course of the summer. But what's good about going back into school is kids will have, again, another guaranteed meal, and we'll be working with our schools and youth feeding centers as well into the new school year, and we're looking forward to getting those up and running in the next couple of weeks here. So,
Amy, how has the summer been for the Taylorville Food Pantry?
Well, it's been busy, of course. I mean, everybody knows about the state of the macro economy today, and with the cost of fuel and food and utilities. So we've continued to see increases every time we've been open. More and more people have come through our doors needing services, and we're happy to be there to be that safety net for our community, for the county. And yeah, it's definitely been a busy summer. We're expecting our numbers to continue to increase. We talk about it, seems like every year that we're on, where we talk about, the cost of getting your kids registered in school and all of those sort of annual expenses, unexpected annual expenses. And, they just go up and up every year, getting clothes and shoes and backpacks and notebooks and all that stuff for the kiddos. And it doesn't leave a lot of extra money for the necessities, those ongoing necessities of getting the family fed. So we're happy to be there for that.
I know throughout the month of July, the Taylorville Kiwanis Club collected a lot of non-perishable food items and monetary donations benefiting the Taylorville Food Pantry. What can you say about their efforts, Amy?
We are so grateful for that partnership, right? It happens basically every other month, May, July, and it'll happen again in September. And I'm on my way to the food pantry on Saturday mornings, and I see those guys and gals, and they got the tent popped up here in the parking lot of Miller Media, and they're doing their thing. And then, like clockwork, after the drive is over on that Saturday, they drop it by and give us whatever they've been able to collect. And we are so grateful for that partnership. Matter of fact, we're going to, Pam and I are going to be at Kiwanis later on today to spend some time facing with them and letting them know just truly how much we appreciate their partnership in this community.
Do you have a way at this point to quantify how much the Kiwanis Club collected over the course of 4 weekends?
Well, so the last one just finished up, and I actually haven't been to the food pantry in the last couple of days to check the mailbox to see what that amounts to. So it's too early for me to give that number, although I can tell you that one of the station's other good partners, being Taylorville Community Credit Union, they finished up their Freedom Tree food drive. And it was successful this year. I've got totals that I can share with the group after the break, but obviously that is something that we look forward to and appreciate as well each year.
Well, I have a question for you, Amy, and I guess Tim and Brock can chime in here as well, and based on what they know. But I have a question concerning the situation with the Taylorville Kroger. It says Christian County, especially Taylorville, any donations being made recently in the near future, are the canned items being cleaned at the Taylorville Food Pantry, and any perishable items being refused. And again, they say they're just asking due to the asbestos problem with Kroger in Taylorville.
Yeah, so I guess the comment that I would make about that is obviously once that news hit, we have an incredible partnership with the local Kroger store and have for a number of years. I mean, not only do we buy product from them, but also they are a donor through our retail program. And so, Robin, the store manager, and the team there at our local Kroger store, we're certainly grateful for all those many years of partnership.
Weather radio. You know how it is, right?
Absolutely.
Live radio, you can't beat it. Anyway, yeah, we've been having some severe thunderstorm warnings. And on top of it, our EAS alert system box is not in service at this time. So we're going back to whenever you normally would listen to a weather radio on the air. I'm sorry, Amy. That so rudely interrupted.
Hey, you know what? It's never happened before. It's okay. But anyway, yeah, no, Robin, we've got a great relationship with local Kroger. And basically what they said is at the present time, there isn't anything that they can donate to us. But certainly as that circumstance changes, as conditions change, I mean, we were on the horn with her literally less than 24 hours after that news story broke, asking her, is there anything we can take off your hands? And we've got a partner at the Mount Auburn Food Pantry who also asked the same question. So when and if they're able and ready to donate to us, we're going to be there.
So are those items clean that are donated? And not just with the Taylorville Kroger, but just our items, non-perishable, are they cleaned?
Are they cleaned as far as like the produce?
More like the cans, I believe, is what the question is. Are they desanitized and everything?
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, honestly, it's never come up before, right?
Okay.
So as items come in, we're checking for expiration dates. We're checking for open boxes. We're checking for any dented, anything that we're not permitted to give out. We're obviously not doing that.
Right.
And we're putting quality out, whether it's our fresh product or boxed and canned products. So there's certain quality standards we have to adhere to that are placed upon us through the food bank and Feeding America. And that's the rules we play by.
And perishable items, are they generally accepted, or most of the time, are they being refused because, perishables are they? Yeah.
Yeah, no, we love our perishable items, right? I mean, we buy a lot of eggs and milk and bread and those types of things, particularly from the food bank when and if we can get them through grant programs and things of that nature. But yeah, the fresh product, we're culling through it to get the bad stuff out. And like I said, we're putting the best out there. And then we have a partnership with the local community garden, Brendan Gardens, that takes our waste product that we can't give out to our patrons.
Well, let me reintroduce you, and then let's hope we don't have a weather alert interrupt our segment. After the short break, your stream brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. WTIM.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome to the WTIM Morning Show. I'm Avery Cooper. Glad to have you along. Your stream brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. I'm here in studio with the Central Illinois Food Bank and the Taylorville Food Pantry. And just to clarify a answer to a question earlier today from a listener, actually, and I appreciate you tuning in and asking the question. Because the Taylorville Kroger at this time cannot donate, they are not taking any items at all, right? Because the cleaning aspect with the asbestos off the products isn't a concern because they simply can't donate at this time. But when they can, Taylorville Food Pantry will be right there to take any donations that they can, because they work very closely with the Taylorville Food Pantry and the Kroger. They have a great partnership. Anyway, I have co-coordinator of the Taylorville Food Pantry, Amy Hagan, here, along with public relations manager for the Central Illinois Food Bank, Tim Karsanikis, and partner resources coordinator, Brock Den Herder. It's great to have everyone in studio. So, Tim, tell me a little bit about the need situation in Central Illinois as you're part of your position with the food bank.
Well, Amy touched on it directly earlier in the program. I mean, right now we're hearing from our partner agencies across our 21 counties that need and people accessing our services are up roughly 20%. And that, of course, can be attributed to the lingering inflation, the higher prices at the grocery store, gas pump, as well as, like Amy mentioned, kids going back to school, having to buy those school supplies, get kids ready for the new upcoming school year. So we're continuing our work every day, though, to provide food, get it out to our partner agencies, and really make an impact every day. So,
and Brock, is there anything that you would like to add about the need of? I understand you're a little bit new here, but as your understanding of it is right now, what can the Central Illinois Food Bank do to really address that need?
Yeah, absolutely. Even in my short time here, the need has definitely been present and apparent to me. We have our incredible partner agencies, our food pantries, bread lines, after school programs for kids, all doing amazing, consistent work. And so myself and the team that I'm a part of, we have the pleasure and ability to set up individual large scale healthy food distributions and trying to get that fresh produce, dairy, proteins. We're working on some to really start the school year strong, getting some kids focused, kid and family focused healthy food distribution set up. And we're really excited to start working on those programs.
Amy, in your capacity as a co-coordinator with the Taylorville Food Pantry, how can people help your efforts here in Taylorville and Christian County?
Well, I always appreciate that question, Avery. And I would say the best way is to just get involved. And through that involvement, you get educated to the issue. And basically, we're open 3 times a week to volunteers, Tuesday mornings from 8:30 to 10, Thursday evenings from 5:30 to 7, and Saturday mornings from 8:30 to 9:30. And if you want to volunteer, whenever you want to volunteer, just show up. Half hour before those times, preferably, so that we can get you a position, a post, a job to work. And then beyond that, I get phone calls fairly regularly from people in the community want to know how to donate and what to do and what kind of items we have the most need for. And so I share with them a short list until I say something that captures their attention. And then inevitably they come back with some generous donation of funds or food or, some kind of cleaning product or hygiene item. So we're very blessed to be in the community that we're in.
What kind of items are you, for requests, that is, what kind of items are you seeing the most of right now?
We love our food drives because of the variety that they bring in. I promised the listeners that I would have a total for the Freedom Tree Food Drive collection that Taylorville Community Credit Union just finished last week, and they collected 2,279 pounds. I will get you guys the total for the Kiwanis Food Drive. But anyway, beyond that, we love our hygiene items because I don't know if anybody's gone to Walmart or Dollar General or anything like that lately, but to buy shampoo, to buy washing detergent, dishwashing liquid, all that stuff is so expensive at the store. So those items we absolutely love. They fly off the shelves. And then just, anything else that comes to mind, peanut butter, jelly, rice, pasta, baking products. We a lot of birthdays this time of year, and my heart goes out to the families that bring in the little kids, and they're like, "We got a birthday in the family this week," and to be able to have like a box of a cake mix or a frosting or something to give to that kiddo, it lights them up, and so because they know they're going to have a birthday cake.
Non-perishables outside of just canned goods too, right?
Absolutely.
Like that cake mix. etc.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, we've got to go. So I really want to thank the new partner resources coordinator, Brock Denherter, for coming in. Thank you, Brock.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, both Amy Hagan and Tim Kersenikas for coming in to the WTIM morning show. Thank you both.
Thanks
Avery.
Your stream brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. They Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. No weather radio in the second segment. That's a victory.